Alexander Oshuk, hanged April the 26th, 1928. At 5 a.m. on Thursday, April the 26th, 1928, Alexander Oshuk, 31, was hanged at the Regina Gaol for the murder of Dr. William Brown at Moose Jaw on October 3rd, 1927. Death was said to be instantaneous. Perhaps, Oshuk is buried in the potter's field of the Old Regina Cemetery. His hangman was Arthur Ellis. This case was particularly tragic. Oshuk was Ukrainian and supported himself by working as a waiter. He was well regarded, as was his victim, a Great War veteran who currently held the rank of Lieutenant Colonel and commanded the 10th Field Ambulance of the Canadian Army Medical Corps. Oshuk had contracted VD and had gone to Brown for treatment. He was supposedly cured, but then began having trouble with his eyes, problems he blamed on Brown. Going blind was a terrifying prospect in the days before any social safety net. Oshuk wanted to sue Brown for $5,000 in damages, but local lawyer O.R. Regan declined to represent him, leading Oshuk to file a complaint against Regan with the Law Society, a complaint that went nowhere. Around 4 o'clock on the afternoon of October the 3rd, 1927, Oshuk went to Brown's office, room 212, in downtown Moose Jaw's Hammond building, and confronted him. Telling the doctor he had come to square things up, Oshuk squared them by drawing a .38 revolver and killing Brown with a single shot. Leaving the office, Oshuk walked down Main Street to the Woolworth building, where he confronted lawyer O.R. Regan, intending to shoot him as well for refusing to represent him against Brown. Regan hid under a desk, but Mrs. Regan, who worked as her husband's secretary, confronted Oshuk, informing him that he would have to shoot her first. This disarmed Oshuk, who lowered his gun, removed the bullets, and then sat and calmly chatted with Mrs. Regan while awaiting arrest. On January 17th, 1928, Oshuk was tried in Moose Jaw, convicted of murder, and sentenced to death. There was no recommendation of mercy. According to the Regina Morning Leader of April the 23rd, 1928, as the train taking him to Regina and death was about to leave, the condemned man was given a crucifix, a rosary, and a prayer book by Mrs. Regan. The newspaper also said that Oshuk, a known communist, had, quote, embraced the Roman Catholic faith. Oshuk went to his death calmly. His last words were, quote, "Will you tell Mrs. Brown I am sorry I killed the doctor? I thank all the officials and guards of the prison, for they have been good to me. May they have a long life. My brother, I have thanks for my brother, who brought me up from when I was a child. He was good to me." End of quote. End of Oshuk. I do not know if Oshuk was really going blind, but if so, why? Nor do I know if he had any legitimate complaint against either Regan or Brown. My primary source was the online article, Murder in Moose Jaw, The Heroism of Margaret Regan, by blogger Melanie Cole, who believes Oshuk was probably suffering from ocular syphilis. Other sources included the articles on Alex Oshuk and Barb Pacholik and Jana Pruden's Sour Milk and Other Saskatchewan Crime Stories, and in Bruce Fairman's Moose Jaw Murders. All other sources are listed in the description. The footage you see is me visiting the Hammond building, where Dr. Brown's old office, room 212, is still in use. Moose Jaw calls itself the Notorious City due to its supposed links to Al Capone and rum running, but the downtown strikes me as more prairie than notorious. Still, Main Street was delightfully busy, and it was great to see so many vintage buildings still in use. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, comment, and consider subscribing to The Gallows, where we explore Canadian murder cases which ended on the scaffold. And remember, if you're born to hang, you'll never be shot. Cheers.